January 30, 2024. I am now a journalist for the British Broadcasting Company. I have been in London for 5 years now, living my dream. I wake up to an invitation and it read, Draconem Suprema, Reunited, designed by industrial engineer Philip Arcelo. I pack my bags, dress up, and head to the Heathrow Airport for my scheduled flight. At the airport, I meet Philippine Ambassador to the UK, Pollard Boykin. I also meet our pilots for today, Patrick David and Isabel Prudencio. I am welcomed by the lovely faces of our flight stewardess, Aliana Coronel, Clevy Abot, Abby Magbilang, Lourdes Tarektecan, Angelica Brizuela, and Frances Sanggalang. I am welcomed by the handsome faces of our airplane crew, Christopher Alvendia, Rainiel Rubian, Jello Costello, Janelle Tampos, and Raymond Chan. The plane was designed by aeronautical engineers JP Villarreal and Jabber Ambor. On the plane, I meet Interpol President Aaron Ruivivar and content creator Julia Ocaya. I also meet travelers Josiah Ginto and Ina Bangalan. They were both living their dreams of traveling the world, country by country. Our 18-hour flight bound for Manila began. Good thing I had my iPhone X to play the app produced by game designers Darrell Bispo, Arvin Rigor, Paige Tai, and JV Dictado. I log on to YouTube, which was now owned by IT experts Jairus Carrasco, Hans Gayos, Brandon Luriz, and Kyle Santos. I watched a trailer by film producer Silka Gores, animator Kevin Buenviaje, and directors Jean Tiamco, James Navarro, and Charlene Peralta. We finally arrive in Manila, and at the airport, I meet the other pilots, Eugenio Baya, Mark Veloria, Mark Laurel, and Christian Nole. I also meet seaman Daniel Ang and Broadway actors Christopher Reyes and Katrina Versosa. I head towards the Suprema Hotel designed by architects Michael Adriano, Ezequiel Gaetano, and Juan Miguel Tabisola. Produced by civil engineers Rizalina Flores, Mark Salido, Christopher Ramos, Nicolas Regatillo, Cedric Ebora, Christian Rueda, Trisha Hu, and Mikhail Adwan. The taxi I rode was designed by mechanical engineers Jim Benito, Jemar Hueco, Nico Gallerin, and Jan Luis Magante. On the way, I see the billboards of supermodel Paula Lopez and Jenna Tan, sporting the clothes by fashion designers Rina Viennapoles, Senye Yakat, and Alanis Lopez. I arrive at the hotel room, unpack, and switch the channel to DTV, which was owned by electronics engineer Lorenzo Guidote, Francesca Zagala, Manuel Cagiwa, and Loy Santiago. I was surprised when I saw the commercial for Jeff Soterania's new TV show. I proceed to watch the daily news reported by Diana Pascual, Colleen Tanco, Basti Gutierrez, and Christine Uy. They report about Ryan Mateo, Rexel Ngao, and Robert Punay receiving the Medal of Valor. They also reported about Adam Stolentino arriving from planet Mars. I was overwhelmed to see that my batchmates did not fail to reach their dreams. I have to tour Manila tomorrow as a feature for my job, so I rest. February 1, 2024. I proceed to the dining hall and have my breakfast, where I meet professional chefs Pierce Yam, Alec Bautista, John Pulido, Diego Pring, Jetroid Jose, James Pelarija, Jason Lat, and Christine Tan. I also meet businessmen Scott Bernal, Nicholas Cruz, Lorenzo Paz, Luigi Quezon, Adrian Tan, and Evner Villasanta having an early meeting. I wave at them, sip my coffee, and read the newspaper headlines. Philippines ranks 1 in Good Governance Survey under President Formadero's administration. I felt so proud that my batchmates were now leading the country. Angelo Umbao was now the Vice President, Melo de la Merced, the Chief Justice, and Joshua Golfo, the Presidential Spokesperson. I turn the page and I see the column by political analyst Kevin Santos. On the next pages, I see the representatives of the Philippines for the 2024 Olympics: Chester Chua, David Esolana, Cody Minerales, Kevin Marinas, Gabriel Sanchez, and Archer Cho Sung Hum. I prepare for my first event, the ribbon cutting for the newest hospital, Dracomed, owned by businesswomen Karina Flores, Daniel Guray, Andy Lansang, Alison Mag-abo, and Angel Alcantara, designed by architects Lauren Suarez, Amiel Barrios, and Shaina Ragpala. The ceremony began with opening remarks from linguist Eliza Buenviaje. As I entered the hospital, I stopped at the directory and saw that my batchmates were doctors here. Psychologists included Bonito Alvaran, Kyle Wetak, Vielka Kapati, and Shena Mangunay. Psychiatrists included Camille Te and Gayan Lavinia. The pediatricians were Patricia Ataide, Eman Saludes, Jello Torres, and Patricia Vicente. Hospital pharmacists included Samantha Almazan, Francis Manalang, Erica Albento, Dayan Crescencio, and Valerie Garcia. Under dentistry were Jeremy Badilla, Mary Lee Lazaro, Dale Fernandez, and Patricia Chan. Eunice Campos was now an optometrist, Krisha Sambile an occupational therapist. Physical therapists included Gail Campos, Isabel Gabriel, and RJ Macenas. Surgeons were Chloe Salud, Jonathan Jimenez, and Daniel Bernales. Kenneth de Guzman was now a neurosurgeon, and Pauline Sagalongos an oncologist. Rich King Valdez focused on herbal medicine. Speech pathologists included Adele Asusano and Paula Cortina. Cardiologists were Christine Guamos, Christian Katibayan, and Sean Gonzalez. Zar Tuzon was now an orthopedist, and OB-GYNs included Andrea Rica Bueno and Francis Haplit. Nurses were Nicole Mapili and Justin De Los Reyes. I proceed to the next venue on our itinerary, the new Quezon City Zoo, which was designed by architects Adrian Caritativo and Riza Valera. As I stroll around the zoo, I find photographers Florence Saluta and Jade Moya. I also meet veterinarians Timothy Tan, Jan Tabora, Jamina Bautista, Elijah Santiago, and Jamie Lacson. I proceed to the next venue, Library Suprema, owned by businesswomen Samantha Ramos, Azalea Torres, and Andreana Flores. Books were written by Sofia Amoyo, Christina Boter, and Princess Vito. Doing their research, I find chemist Kino Paglia, chemical engineer Simon Victoria, geologist Kimberlite Reyes, and biologist Greneth Pocopio. After exploring the place, I proceed to the highest building in the country designed by architects Jillian Asuncion, Teodoro del Armente, and J.C. Formento. As I enter the building, I see the gallery of the magnificent works of award-winning artists Victoria Hemulgada, Paul Arcelo, Kirsten David, and Nadine Fernandez. At the building directory, I saw the offices of my batchmates, economist Ivy Macapugay, accountants Jean De Vera, Patricia Gresha, Miko Pante, Ed Rugas, Shaina Chusico, Geraldine Aduana, and Angelina Castro. Law firm owners included Dantes Laguna, Carl Caspe, Denise Quizon, Von Reyes, and Sofia Galvez, with partner attorneys Joanna Santos, Christian Lansang, Rafael Lopez, Keibay Chong, Sai Labasa, Cristel Lee, Gerald V. Dumlao, Emika Rivera, Karina Aquino, Julian Ugayon, Jessie Ambrosio, Camille Sunga, Benzi Abes, Bernadette Hernandez, Dan Soria, and Eldridge Taco. I also see the offices of Industrial Engineer Yamir Sunga, Franchette Malyari, and Jaime Carillo, Petroleum Engineer Luis Piunas, and Computer Engineers Christian Banzon, Felix Dominguez, Harvey Valera, Bea Jimeno, Ainet Cruz, Janelli Gabriel, and Jed Cho, who were designing the new operating system DORS 2.0. February 2, 2024. I proceed to Angelicum College where the reunion was set. I am welcomed by preschool teachers Therese Arguelles and Richlyn Naval, elementary teacher Anjanil Pardines, and history teacher Jasper Casimiro. Angelicum College looks so much different now thanks to the investment of the group of businessmen including Luis Santelices, Rafael Alfonso, Peter Villanueva, Paul Octavio, Miles Pe, Ben Ramos, and Paulo Macapugay. It was refreshing to meet the people I saw every day after 10 years of separation. The crowd piped down as Father Victor Escarcha led the opening prayer. It was followed by an opening number by professional dancers Hannah C., Evangeline Angeles, Ashley Pudia, and Ferena Enriquez, after which the organizer of the reunion formally introduced himself, the new rector of Angelicum College, Reverend Father Christopher Adrian Cardenas, O.P. The crowd cheered. Draconem Suprema was finally reunited.